Hello, hello. Let's see who's here. Vasily's here. Liam is here. Nice, nice. Hello, everybody. I'm a little early. I'm going to see if I should keep it at this way or if I should switch it around. If you guys would rather watch the sunset or watch me. Probably you'd rather watch the sunset, I'm guessing. But so what I did is I have obviously my camera on my laptop all hooked up, and then I also have it on my phone. So this way, if the camera is pointed away from me, I can still read the chat and respond. So we're going to try that experiment and see what happens. But I guess what we'll do is we'll turn it and see if you can watch. You can watch a bit of the sunset and see how that goes. But maybe that's not as interesting if I'm not in the photo. I don't know. Maybe it's not as interesting. I don't know. So you'll have to give me some feedback on that, whether you think this is interesting or not. I guess maybe we'll watch the sunset for a little bit, and then I'll turn it around. So, well, like I said, in the meantime, I can see the chat and everything, so that's cool. I tried to prop things up a little bit so you could see over the railing. I don't know if that really did a great job or not. But oh well, it's still nice. Porch is my happy spot though, so. But it seems like all you can see is the railing, so I don't know if this is really that exciting. I think I'm going to go in and get another box and maybe prop it up just a little bit more. Give me 1 second. We'll give it a shot and see what happens here. Maybe that will be a little bit better as far as being able to see some stuff. I think that's better. So, hello, Angie. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining. Can you guys hear me okay? Hopefully you can. Frankie is in the window directly behind you, wondering why he's not on the porch. But it'd be a little bit hard to navigate him and all the electronics at the same time. Oh well. Marie, can you hear me okay? I just need someone to tell me if my sound is working. Okay, good. Thank you, Marie. Thank you. So, yep. Hey, there's Brad Palmer. Thanks for joining in tonight. I am just giving everybody a little view of the sunset, so to speak. And then I'll turn things around so you can see me in a little bit here. But now you can see why I like sitting out on the porch, though. So, hello, Yoshi. Look at you on time. Very nice. Thank you. You're heading downtown. All right. Are you going down to see the fireworks probably? And by the way, happy Victoria Day to all my Canadian friends and viewers. To all my US viewers and friends, happy Monday. We'll get our holiday next week. So it has been like a complete 180 in terms of the temperature. It's like I don't know what it compares to Celsius, but it was like 90 degrees Fahrenheit here today, which is probably like 3 million degrees. It's like the surface of the sun in Celsius. So it has been really, really, really warm. Like I think if we hit 90, it's a record today. I think the last record for heat today was 89 or something. So I would be a little surprised if we didn't at least tie that or maybe go more. So, but, and there goes the motorcyclist down the street. We get a lot of motorcyclists going up and down the street, of course. There's another one. The good news is they go fast, so I don't think the copyright music will be a problem. There's those little like I don't know what they're like battery powered or air powered motorcycles. I don't know. They're like all the rage right now. But yep. Um, so yeah, it has been like brutally hot today. And last week we were talking about how it's cold and all this. Like it is suddenly summer. Like boom, in your face summer. I imagine it's probably warmer up by you guys, Brad and Marie, too. So maybe you're getting a little taste of summer as well. Hey, Kevin, good to see you. Toronto's doo-wop music guy. Hello. We're just enjoying a little bit of sunset. So this is why when I watch the Toronto streamers and I say it's almost dark here, and yet it's like still very much bright by you guys. You'll see what I mean. But yeah, I think the sun is pretty much almost set at this point. It's hiding behind some of the houses, so maybe it's not completely down, but it's pretty close. But it is like even a little bit humid today too here. So and then of course tomorrow it's supposed to be just as hot, but then like tomorrow night into Wednesday morning is supposed to be like crashing back down to normal. So we'll be back into like the coolish temperatures again. So I guess we might as well just enjoy summer while we have it for 2 days. So and enjoy it we will. So thanks to everybody who joined my impromptu live on Saturday when I was testing everything out. Oh, Brad's getting thunder and lightning storms. Yep. They're coming our way for tomorrow night. So, yep. We're like, there's like 5 levels of elevated risk for storms. And tomorrow we're going to be like level 2, which isn't like super bad, but there's like a very marginal chance for like severe weather. So who knows? Hey, Derek, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining. We're just checking out the sunset for now. You guys see plenty of me all the time, so I figured tonight I'd just treat you to the sunset a little bit. Yeah, I know. I figured. Oh, well. But, yep. So I don't know if everyone's had a good weekend. Hopefully you've had I know if you're up in Canada, you're having a holiday weekend. Um, I was out at my brother's yesterday. My nephew was in town for 2 days because his semester ended at college and he was home and here for 2 days, and then he's off to Pittsburgh to start his internship for the summer. So he's off, and he was off today to go and get things going with that. So he's already off into his summer adventure. Well, good for him. He's very excited about it. There goes one of the bands. the park is right down the street from me, so a lot of this traffic comes from out of the park because people spend, it's very busy in the evening, especially on a nice night like this. And then as obviously the sun starts setting, people leave the park, and then it's like a parade of motorcycles and cars and everything, people leaving the park. So that's where all that comes from. But it's very interesting people watching too sometimes, I'll be very honest. But all good. All good. Yeah, a good thunder and lightning storm can be kind of nice sometimes. I agree with you, Brad. But glad you guys had a good trip out and time up at camp. That's awesome. Kind of the unofficial start to summer. This weekend for you guys, next weekend for us. So I don't think it's going to feel a ton like summer next weekend. It's actually supposed to be a little coolish and a little bit rainy, but I guess it is what it is. But after that, it's looking like it actually is looking kind of summer-like with pretty nice temperatures and sunshine and stuff. So hoping that holds out because my big event's coming up in 3 weeks. So I'd really like to get some good weather for that. I don't want it to be 90, but I'm hoping it's good weather. So, hey, there's Kyle Walker. Hello, hello. And Sebastian, hello. Nice of you to join us. Yeah, we're just doing some porch sitting for a little while. The sun is shrinking down there, but I'll switch things around in a little bit and you can watch the other direction. And you can see what I'm up to, which is nothing, sitting in my reclining chair. But all good. So this reminds me of one of Brad's sunset streams, which I always enjoy. So I figured I'll tip my cap to you tonight, Brad, and do a little porch setting with the sunset. So oh, Derek's grilling salmon. That sounds pretty good. Hey, speaking of which, I actually made, Marie knows because I told her, but I kind of made a cheat version of banana cream pie yesterday, I say cheat version because it like literally took 5 minutes. I got a package of the banana cream pudding mix, the instant mix, and a pre-made graham cracker crust, and mixed up the pudding, poured it in the crust, put it in the refrigerator, and that was that. But I had a taste for it, and it actually was quite good. So I still have some in the refrigerator. But yeah, I'm not taking any credit for it because it's like I said, it literally was a 5 minute deal, but it was nice. And like I said, I went over to see my brother and his family yesterday, and I made a fruit salad to bring over to them. And again, nothing super spectacular, but just cutting up the fruit. And I'm not going to put a picture of that, but they turned out pretty good too. So, I mean, again, nothing really complicated about it, but it's nice. I usually bring a big fruit salad up to camp too, and my sister-in-law will eat it like it's going out of style. And I'm like, this was really nothing to this. I just cut up strawberries and then threw it in with some cantaloupe chunks and blueberries and grapes, and we called it a day. But I think people, anything fresh like that and cool in summertime is always a big hit. So yeah, that's a good idea, Brad. Maybe I have to think about that. It's supposed to be a solar one, so it's supposed to light up like the one did for Halloween, but I don't know. I don't think it's actually done a whole lot. I'm not sure if it's even really working, to be quite honest, which is kind of disappointing because I ordered it online from one of the reputable local stores, department stores, and I probably should return it, but it's all right for what it is. And I don't know. Hey, there's Sean Bighorn. Good to see you. Doing a little porch sitting tonight for a little while. Checking out what's going on. So hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. I know it's been a little bit, so I know you've probably been busy. Jays are winning too. Hey, Mark D, good to see you. Hello, hello. That's good news. Jays are winning 3-1. Nice. That's always welcome news. Keep it up. They won yesterday against the tigers, so got to keep it going. Maybe get things turned around a little bit. So I'm sorry if I missed you when you came in, Marg, but it's nice to have you here. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, I tried to show some of the renovations we were doing on the porch um, on Saturday, but the signal didn't go that far, so I don't know if would even bother to take a chance to show you guys tonight. But I might do like a recorded little short and do it that way instead. Maybe that'll be better. But my dad's been working on refacing the bottom of the porch, like taking the old boards off and putting new boards and a new lattice work on it and everything, just to kind of get it back into nice looking shape. And he's doing a good job on it. So it's coming along, and we're getting there. It'll definitely look nicer when it's all finished up. And I gotta clip the front hedges here and get them in shape. So probably maybe this weekend, assuming it doesn't rain the whole weekend, I might be able to get that done. I always like to get it done before my big event, but I may not be able to. We'll see if it's how rainy it'll be. But hopefully it'll be okay. I have been starting to follow another YouTube person out of Vancouver that I'm catching up on a bunch of his stuff, but I think I'll probably do a community post sometime this week and share some details about that, because it's really interesting what he's doing, and he has a very interesting story. So I'll share that out, because I think it would be cool to show him some support and give him some extra follows and likes and things like that. So stay tuned. There's more to come on that, but it's pretty interesting stuff. So I hate to keep you in suspense, but I promise I will share some stuff out to you in a little while about that. I don't have any personal connection to this person. I just happen to find him through the YouTube algorithm. I just want to say up front. So it's not like I have any deep connection this way, but he's doing some interesting stuff, and I think it would be meaningful for people to pay attention to what he's doing. So I will share details and link it over to his channel in one of the community posts for you to check out as you like. So I've been kind of watching some of his stuff, kind of catching up with that. I don't know if you can see this. I don't think you can see it, but there's a squirrel that's going on the power line, going over to the tree, which would drive Frankie crazy. Well, he's thankfully not able to see that. So Mark, the hanging flowers, they're actually they're artificial. So I got them from like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, kind of like Winners. And I have two of them. You'll see them when I turn the laptop around. But they're easier to take care of, obviously. I've tried to do the actual real hanging baskets with real flowers, and they either get burned to a crisp because they're in the sun all day long, and they don't always hold water very well. And if I go away if I go to camp or something, they don't get watered for 3 or 4 days, and then of course they're in the sun the whole time. So I almost always have to go with artificial flowers for the baskets up front, because it's not going to work for real ones. So, but yeah, but these are really nice. They're like a fuchsia colored, like a really hot pink colored. So they pop out really well against the white of the siding and stuff. I've had a lot of people mention them. My mother's kind of halfway obsessed with them too, frankly, because they really are very nice. And so, yeah, hopefully they'll last. They don't get too battered by the wind or whatever else, but they say that they're good for outdoors too. So it's an outdoor-indoor type of basket. So hopefully they last for a while, at least for this year. We'll see what happens. Hey, Kurt, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, Marie, I hear you. I mean, I have plenty of potted flowers and stuff like that I keep. But and I do, I love doing that, like kind of little mini gardening type stuff. But for the big pots, if I'm going to invest like $30 or $40 in a hanging basket, which is sometimes what they go for that size, they got to last more than a month. So it just is easier for me to have an artificial one and just have it look nice all the time and not deal with it. So I know I'm sure the bees and the hummingbirds are not happy with me, but that's the way it goes. So, yeah, we do get a lot of traffic through here too. It's not like a main street, like, major highway type thing, but it is busy because of the park and whatever. So, but it is nice on nights like this to sit outside and just kind of hang out, especially when the sun's down and it's not beating on you, and it's just kind of nice twilight like this. So it is relaxing, especially if you get a nice little coolish breeze once in a while. It's a good thinking spot. How about that? We'll call it that. I do miss it a lot during winter because this is kind of like an extra living room for me almost. And it's just, like I said, it's just a good spot to go outside and just kind of decompress from the day. So, yeah, Kurt, how about that? It's supposed to light up, but it doesn't. I don't think it's lighting up. So I guess maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised. It'll kick on in a little bit. It's like light sensitive, so it's supposed to kick on when it detects that, you know, it goes from a collecting energy to a expending energy mode. So we will see. I haven't actually sat out here when it's supposed to be on, so I don't know. Oh, it is actually looking like it might maybe want to flicker a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. How about that? I guess we'll all learn something tonight, whether it actually works or not. So, hey, Derek Chow. Good to see you. I think I said hello earlier, but it looks like I didn't. So,